Hi everyone, John here back again with the post-match reaction to Brighton and Hove Albion 3, West Ham United 1. Start off as we always do with the team sheet. It looked like a 3-4-3 formation today with Adrian in goal. The centre backs were Ogbonna, Collins and Rice. Creswell out on the left wing back. Zabaleta right wing back. Byron right wing back, I should say. Noble and Zabaleta in midfield, with Kouati out on the right, I think it was right wing, and Mario and Chicharito up front. On the bench, a few changes. Very positive bench. They're not, as everybody knows that are watching this, that Hammers fans, we've had some returns from injury, not fully fit yet, but good returns nonetheless. So Hart in goal, Hart on the bench, Reed, so back from injury, Fonte, Cullen, Haksabanovic, Antonio back from injury, and the new signing of the deadline day signing in January of Hugill. So, to be honest, I'm doing this video a little bit later than the game finished because I wanted to relax. I was absolutely fuming with how poor we played across the board. There were patches, of course, in times where it was good football, but it was so few and far between. It was unbelievable. It's starting to worry me now that although this isn't David Moyes' fault in any shape or form, because we've got a lot of injuries, people to come back from injury. Arnautovic has only resumed full training this week. Antonio has been training after being suspended due to his disciplinary problems, but he's still been training as normal. He's just wasn't able to make the Bournemouth game. We've got Lanzini coming back soon as well, which is good news. So from that side of things, I'm not putting any blame on the squad that Moyes is putting out in any way at all. You can't. There's too much going on off the pitch at the moment, injury wise. But what I will blame him for is that he does appear to his tactics appears that he's setting up for a draw in every single game. It was a set up for a draw against Palace, set up for a draw against Bournemouth, and it was set up for a draw again today against Brighton. Now, what worries me about that is because they are relegation fodder. 3 teams that are relegation fodder. We're all in the same fight here. You can say this is negative football. This is Allardyce style football. The two managers are very similar in that regards. But as I say, I can't blame Moyes for the lineup. I can only blame him for his tactics. But which I'll go into in a little while. But as I say, just with the game itself, the first half, we went 1-0 down due to Hernandez's mistake. For love or no reason, I can't figure out why Hernandez played the ball back to Noble. Noble didn't even know about it. Wham! Brighton pounced on it. The pass through to Glenn Murray took out 4 of our players in one foul swoop. It was embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. It was almost like watching our boys back in the 90s, around about the 94-95 season. It was pathetic. Absolutely terrible. Boom, 1-0, 7.5 minutes in, Glenn Murray scores. I don't get it. I don't understand. We've got potentially 3 of the best centre-backs playing out that we've got. And they just tore us apart like that. Absolutely tore us apart. Now, for the majority of the first half, I'm not going to lie, I was falling asleep. Not because of the game. It was a very entertaining game. Brighton played very well. Very well. It was set up to get the points. So they've had 6 points off us this season. Now, what worries me is in the last 14 games, they only won 1 game, and that was against us at the London Stadium. So, we've given them 6 points, as I just said, with under 2 separate managers. So it goes back to what I've always been saying. It's the players need to take responsibility for what they're doing. But Hernandez played well throughout the game. He played well. He tried hard. He was really, really trying. That's what we like to see as West Ham supporters. The equaliser that he scored was a brilliant. It was a brilliant 1-2 between himself and Noble, with Joe Mario taking the slightest of touches for him to set himself to Hernandez to set himself up for the goal, and a very, very well taken goal. 2 or 3 touches just to get himself in the right position, and what a strike! And you could see that it meant a lot to him, because what happened was when he scored, the first thing he did was look round to the bench and pumped his fist like that and then ran off to the fans. So it was a clear sign to David Moyes that he needs to be playing more football, and apparently that's the reason why he asked to leave in January. So the newspapers the tabloids, I should say, not newspapers, the tabloids are reporting. Now, for the second goal, in the second half, there is an argument that we gave the ball away for it, which technically it is because it's a free kick. But what a free kick! The left winger, I don't know who the player is. I know who he is. I don't know how to pronounce him. He scored against us at the stadium, the London Stadium. He scored an absolute blinding goal today as well. It was there's just no stopping it. Absolutely no stopping it. So it was 2-1. Yeah, wasn't very. As far as I'm concerned, it was game over at that point. Even though we were trying a lot, it was game over. It really, really was. Now the third goal, by Gross or Grube, however you want to pronounce it, was by Ginger's mistake. Now, unfortunately, we've conceded 2 goals, which have been Ginger's mistake over the last 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks, because because Bournemouth's goal was Ginger's fault. But everyone makes mistakes. But when you're 2-1 down, you don't. It's all right. It's okay when you're 0-0, because there's the team mentality to fight back. There is. But when you're 2-1 down, you've already conceded 2 goals already. It's not looking good. Now, there's the lack of confidence in the team, which is clear, because at the end of the day, don't get me wrong, Joe Mario and Hernandez seem to work very well together. Very, very well. They seem to be the same style of player and on the same class as each other. So from that side of things, I'm very, very happy. But as I say, the way that we're playing, I've said it to my mates at work. I've said it to my mates at football for many and many, many seasons now. We seem to be a team that is set up to win by a 1-0 margin. I said that under Bilic. I said that under Allardyce. I said that under Zola. I'm not including Avram Grant, because he was just pointless, absolute pointless manager. We've been a 1-0 style team probably back since the Kirbishley days, probably even before that. Maybe even the Glenn Roeder. Well, not necessarily maybe just after Glenn Roeder. A little bit of the Redknapp days as well, I think. But we haven't had the flair football that we've been screaming out for donkey's years. We want to see. We don't seem to have the Arsenal, Chelsea, Spurs mentality of, right, you've scored 1, let's go and score 2. We don't have that. We haven't had that for a long, long time, and that's the big worry. That's why we keep bouncing between the leagues. That's why every January we're scared of relegation. Is Adrian culpable for any of the 3 goals that we conceded today? Absolutely not. He made a couple of fantastic saves. Yes, okay, there is an argument in the first half that we could have been in a lot stronger position because Sam Byram had a a couple of chances, to be fair, to score a header. You know, his last goal he scored was 3 years ago, well, 2.5 years ago. So you know he's not used to scoring. Also, Joe Mario had a good opportunity, but he scuffed it in the first half. He had a good opportunity on the dying embers of the game in the second as well. But it's confidence. From his point of view, it's confidence. You know, he's out of shape. This is the only second league game he's played. So I'm not going to be criticising him. I can't criticise him. I thought he still played well. He links up, as I said earlier, he links up very well with Hernandez. And in the Bournemouth game, he was very, very close to getting my man of the match. Really, really was on Tuesday night. Creswell, in the first half, played well. He did some very, very good kicks and deliveries into the box. You know, there were I think it was about 2 or 3 that he had that were absolutely pinpoint. So it's good that he's getting that level of confidence back. It's been a long time coming. We haven't seen Creswell play like that since he picked up his injury at the beginning of last season. So there are tiny little bits of positives to take out of this game, but not enough. Absolutely not enough in any shape or form. Now also, what I want to talk about as well is the songs that were being sung by the fans, which I don't disagree with in any shape or form. I just want to talk about it because I want to talk about my feelings on it, on the songs that were sung, because I agree 100%. Pretty much from the second minute, it was very, very loud. Our supporters, as our supporters always are, singing "Sack the Board." You know, justifiable, 100% justifiable. Obviously, that's something that can't happen. There was a few people that had banners in relation to where supporters, not customers. You know the sort of stuff that's been going on for the last couple of seasons. Our boys were also singing the alternative version lyrics to Slade's "Come On, Feel the Noise." Fuck off, Brady, Golden, Sullivan. You told lies, lies, lies. There was also another song which I can't remember now. What was it? Oh yeah, "Where's the Money Gun?" You know, "Where's the Money Gun?" And you know, I fully back them. If I was there, I would have been singing those songs myself. We have been lied to very, very strong again this season because of stories, and I stress these were stories. Stroke rumours that coming out the end of October, beginning of November, that David Moyes apparently had between 30 to 35 million pounds to spend in the summer. That's right, in the January window. We didn't spend a penny. I know we paid 9 million plus wages for Hugh Gill. I know we paid the signing on fee for the loan of Joe Mario plus wages as well. But in terms of fees itself, taking the wages side out the window, that's £11 million, and we sold Diafrasacco for £5.5 million down to Rennes plus add-ons, which I think worked out to be about £8.5 million in total by the end of the season, I think. And we sold IU for about 18-19 million. Now, give or take a couple of mil, yet again for the 2nd January on the trot, the board have made a profit of 15 million. That's the Paye money. So that's basically an extra £30 million that the club have earned through the transfer windows in January, for the last 12 months. Where's the money? Where is the money that we're... yes, okay, there's the argument, yeah, that we bought in Arnautovic for 25 million. We bought in... we had to pay a few mil to City for Joe Hart. we've had to pay a few mil to Zabaleta for his signing on fee because there was no fee to pay to an actual club. Except, and obviously the, was it 15-16 million we paid for Hernandez, but still, where's the TV money gone? Where's our season ticket money going? Where is the when we buy shirts and programs and t-shirts and socks, pants, all the stuff that people buy from the online store and the ground stores as well? Where's all that money going? And where's it gone? So more specifically, where's it going? Is it going into their bank, into their own personal accounts because of the interest they're creaming from the loans to pay off the club's debt? My attitude towards it is the fact that they are actually, as I said to a mate of mine about 2 or 3 weeks ago, my attitude to it is the fact that they're actually doing it to pay to save up to buy the stadium. Because once we own the stadium, there will be bids for the club, because no club on earth is going to want to invest in a stadium, and a club for that matter, that doesn't actually belong to the tenants. It wouldn't. No way. Never. So yeah. So that's where I personally think the money's going. So anyway, that's my thoughts on the game and the situation. So thank you very much. Oh, before I go, I do want to say that I've personally donated to the Real West Ham Fans group, who are going to be doing a march from the bowling to what used to be the bowling to the stadium before the Burnley game. Now their target is £20,000. Which, from what I saw this morning, they were about 77-78% towards their target. I'm a big supporter of them because I agree with 100%. This is not our football. We want our West Ham back. So guys, please, I might actually do it. I'm very, very tempted to join in the march. Very tempted. So guys, if anyone from the Real West Ham Fans is watching, I have followed you guys on Facebook, and I follow you on Twitter as well. So please get in touch. If anyone's watching this from the Real West Ham Fans group, please get in touch, because I want to help. I want us to get West Ham back. I want us to get the club that we love back, because it's there in nucleus form. But that's it now. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe. If you're new around here, and if you think I deserve a like, please click the like button if you've liked this video, and please also share if you wish. So yeah, I'll speak to you. I'll be doing my weekly thoughts video tomorrow, which I'm going to go into a little bit more detail about West Ham in terms of what's happened this week, as well as other stupid stuff that's been in the news. So in the meantime, guys, all the best. Take care. Bye bye. Oh fuck, I went over.